got a pretty long history, particularly with the sport here in New Zealand. I was lucky enough to play professionally overseas, both in Australia and in England, before coming back and finishing up here in New Zealand, and more recently coaching locally here in New Zealand and in the All Whites. Yeah, well, it's about trying to develop our style of play. Steve Corica has got a very clear style, and so ultimately you're using every minute in training to try and get the players to start to develop their understanding and implement that, and ultimately improve and get better and work on the detail around that. Yeah, well, there's a huge amount of planning and preparation goes into the training session, depending on what Steve wants us to work on that particular day. But by and large, we'll always have warm-up and activation, and that starts in the gym before we head down onto the pitch. At times there's a video session prior to that, but then it's just working methodically through the process in terms of trying to develop that style of play in terms of what we're trying to focus in on that day. Yeah, at the moment we're very much 5 days a week. Obviously that will change when we start to travel to Australia and days are taken up with travel. But whilst we're at home, particularly during pre-season, it's a minimum of 5 days a week.
Coaching staff.
By the time the season starts, we would hope that we've got them to a level of fitness that is befitting of the A-League and befitting of us wanting to be title contenders. And also, ultimately, it's around their development and understanding of our style of play and the way Steve Corica wants us to go out there and play. It was awesome to get the boys out onto the grass. Obviously this is an exciting venture because it's a new club and you're starting from scratch. And I think everybody had been waiting for that day, and so it came with a little bit of anticipation, and once it finally arrived it was fun and enjoyable to get them out there.